open mic. The show.com. It's open mic. The show.com. Openmic.com. Openmic.com. Open mic the show.
Warning, the following program may contain moments of great personal reflection, sudden and striking realization, things you should not try at home, the truth about cats and dogs, incomplete thoughts, rambling gibberish, completely ridiculous opinions, winning lottery numbers, things you could really care less about, barking dogs, and unfortunately, Mike and Stan.
Who likes to be silly? I like to be silly.
What kind of radio show is this?
Yes,
this town needs an enema.
Just this mic.
It's about to get
Don't talk over the opener.
Up in here.
Welcome, Luke, Nate, and Carson.
What just happened here? Welcome to the most professional show on earth, Open Mic Live, right here on IRN Broadcast. I blame it's IRN Broadcast. It's their fault. It's their fault. We're so good.
He finally accepted that it was his fault.
Right. He finally got his butt working, so good job, Mike, over there at IRN Broadcast, which we are heard live right there on openmictheshow.com, No Name Network, Raw Talk Online, and catch the replays on 920 WO in the Apple and Bubba Army Radio Saturdays at 10. That just didn't seem right when I was saying it. It just didn't roll off the tongue like it should have. Anyway, so Mike and Stan bringing you the best comedians and musicians and kind of local talent in the Bay Area. Maybe a little bit beyond. Maybe here shortly. I'll start hitting up side splitters for the big names. I'm just kidding. We don't need those guys.
Like Piff
and Jeff Dye. I would love to get Jeff Dye in here.
Could you imagine how crazy that dog would go if Piff walked?
I would sick him. I'd just let him go. I'd let him tear that damn suit up.
Right, he'd chase his tail. Piff would just run in circles, and the dog's chasing his tail the whole time.
Yeah, Mr. Piffles. I don't know.
I said talk into the mic.
No, you got to get way up on it.
Okay.
I was being sarcastic. I thought you were too.
Yeah, act like you've used the microphone.
Okay.
No.
There we go.
Anyway, so Mike, Tyree, Stan Deo bringing you the best comedians and talent in the Bay Area. Stan, who do we have on the show today?
On the show today, we have Stand Down Dale. I'm just kidding.
So you're here.
Joining us is Ricky Hicken. Welcome, son. Thank you very much for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate that. How did GPS do?
It was off by about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes.
And then either it was it or me.
Whoops.
Went to the to your neighbors and parked there and walked to their front door.
What's funny is that Uber always goes to that street for some reason.
Yeah, that's where it took me. It said turn right.
That's
right here.
It's bizarre.
So I told you to park in the yard and just walk in. Did you just walk into the neighbor's house?
I almost did, because it's awesome. Their yard, like their SUV, looks like it's parked in the yard. So I'm like, all right, this is what we're doing here.
I parked there during the hurricane. Yeah. It's cool.
I walked up to the front and I saw 923, and I'm like, all right, smart me's kicking in right now. I'm like 1001, not to give your address out. But I kind of just
That's fine. The police already know where we are.
There's some more Dalmatians.
But I'm like, these numbers don't add up. I'm like, I don't think I'm just going to walk through this front door.
You should have. You should have tried.
No, see, that's what I'm thinking. That just gave me an idea. From now on, I'm going to tell every guest just to park in the yard and walk in, just in case that actually happens.
Yeah, that'd
be awesome. Have you ever walked into like the wrong hotel room when you were somewhere or something like that?
No, not yet.
It sucks. It's very, very weird.
It's happened?
Oh, I'm sure not just to me, right?
Well, not nowadays. It's kind of hard because you got the key lock and oh, you mean motels? Yes, I can see where they basically have the doors wide open. Basically, they rent for the hour right down the street, so you could walk into any room you wanted to and just take a nap like Goldilocks. This bed's just got the right amount of crabs on it.
Right. So with Ricky today, we will be playing Tyree's Trivia, or Real News, Fake News, or whatever the hell he wants to call it. It's his game. Stanley Feud, and we will be talking about Ricky Hicken with Ricky Hicken, and we will probably teach him a few things about himself.
Is it Hicken or Hickens?
Hicken.
Hicken, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has it plural there.
I had to go back 3 times, and where?
I just changed it. It doesn't matter. I got it.
Oh, in the notes?
Oh, everywhere now. Now I have to change everything.
That's
Excuse me.
I was hoping there was more than one.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I've been told that there's more of me, I guess.
Is there where?
I don't... Not
what part of you?
everywhere.
Well, it's not like you're. It's not like you're 6'2".
Yeah. Well, part of me's here, part of me's still over at your neighbor.
How
wondering what would have happened.
How philosophical.
Like, is this in the area of the Seminole Heights killer? Like, is
that's south.
Okay.
Just a little bit. This is Seminole Heights, so
Okay.
but
It's walking distance.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering.
But it's close enough to where, like,
you can take a bus.
Okay. Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah. No. I mean, you know.
Oh, you're safe, bro.
I come from Spring Hill, man. There's no crime out there.
Right.
This guy runs a lot, and
I ride my bike a lot. I cut
train
through
MMA
there.
players.
Yes, MMA players. That's how you say
They are
that.
just playing, right?
They're just playing. Yeah, it's just jokes.
They score touchdowns in soccer.
It's scripted.
Yeah,
Right.
it's pretty. Yeah, well, that's the Ultimate Fighter, the Spike channel. It's like the real world for MMA guys.
Yeah, they don't like fake cut themselves before every
No,
fight.
no,
This
that's
is-
not Rick. Ravishing Rich Rude with a razor blade in his tongue.
I like the way you came up with a ravishing Rick Rude out of every wrestler you could come
Was
up
it
with.
the Ultimate Warrior who's dressed like a girl's bicycle?
What? The Ultimate Warrior?
He was dressed like a girl.
You do not
Everything was
disrespect-
neon. He was
Dude.
neon pink, yellow, and orange,
And the tassels.
and the tassels. Correct.
They had the best makeup going.
Of course they did.
You know who should have had tassels was Leaping Lanny Poffo. That's who should have had tassels. Oh, you guys are too young for that shit.
I remember Pavo. I mean, I don't remember him like a but I remember. I remember the name.
I don't remember him like it was yesterday.
No, it wasn't he on the Ring of Honor, or was it Ring of Honor Wrestling? They had the oh, you don't have cable. Never mind. So you're
What?
poor. I know. We got it.
No, I'm smart.
Poor.
No, any genius now doesn't need cable. You don't need. What do you need cable for? Seriously, if you have the Google Play or whatever the hell that shit is,
Yeah,
you know
then,
we can get anything you can get on cable, and guess what? We don't pay for it. So who's the dumbass now?
People like me that pay for cable.
Oh, I didn't mean to insult you
Yeah,
right off the bat. Welcome to your first podcast ever.
It's all right, man.
It's cool. You good? You used to
let's-
being insulted?
Set the tune. Yeah, it's all right.
Are you one of them comic? Are you a sensitive comic?
No.
You don't look like it.
No. I as long as like you can tell something's not set out of hate, like then there's
And you can feel that.
yeah,
Like you can tell that I hate you right now.
yeah, like I can totally
It's just in the ear, right?
yeah, I can.
It's in the smile.
Now I'm sensitive.
Right.
I'm feeling it.
Just hide behind the beard, bro. It's cool. You'll be
It's,
fine. How long did it take you to grow that beard?
I think this is about 3, maybe 4 months worth. I don't know, I was told today that I get a free ice cream cone at where was it? Some ice cream place.
They just want to see it drip all over your fucking beard. That's why they're giving you a free ice
I
cream.
think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Matt Williams says they insulted me before the show even started. You're Matt Williams. Of course we did.
Oh, we had 3 hours before the show started. We had a lot of time to fill.
I freaking love Matt Williams, dude. He took that shit like a champ. Seriously.
Yeah.
He's for being a sensitive guy. He's not that sensitive. You know what I mean? Like he takes things with a grain of salt
Yeah. Well, he
until he
has
goes
to.
home and cries in the
Yeah.
tub. Right?
Yeah, I think he talks to his dog about it a lot.
How could you tell by his Facebook post?
Yeah.
You think he's a little uncomfortably close to his dog?
They've had a lot of deep conversations.
Listen, dude, there's another podcaster around here, Kevin Holly. He actually posted pictures or video of his dog's balls. I think that trumps anything Matt Williams could do. At least he just cuddles with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and he did it with a fascination. Like, he was proud of the fact that he was just posting a video of his dog's balls. And everyone went, don't do that again. Seriously.
Yeah, that's. I don't know, man. Like that's supposed to be like your best friend, and you're just putting his balls out there.
Well, I mean, yeah, your best friend, not right.
Yeah.
Right, not friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Your dog is not friends with benefits. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not that kind of best friend.
Do you have a pet?
No.
Have you ever had a pet?
Yeah, I've had several pets.
What'd you do to him?
One died.
Of natural causes, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was a German Shepherd. Her time ran out. I've had a hamster get loose. Yeah.
My sister had hamsters. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean they're cool and all, but you gotta if you don't keep up with them, they
Dude,
smell.
they're geniuses.
Yeah, they.
Dude, we had a hamster, and I don't care what I did to that cage to keep that bitch in it. It found a way to get out.
Yeah,
And I think that it's just running in that little wheel, building up muscles so he can push the top of that fucking cage open.
that's what it is.
It is, right? It's not
a process.
exercise. Yeah, it's a strategy.
Yeah,
They're thinking that shit through. So, I mean, when was the last time you had a pet? How long has it been?
Oh, years.
I mean, do you just not have time for them? Don't care for them?
Yeah, I mean, I have kids, so that's.
Oh, so you can just kick them.
That's
you
like
don't need
pets.
a dog.
Yeah.
They are like pets.
They
dude.
shit on the carpet. The same thing.
Right, chew cables.
Yeah, it's virtually kind of almost the same thing at this point.
Glick says Kevin is very uncomfortably close with those dogs. Matt, genius to your dumbass, Stan. Who's a you might be a genius to me. Matt Williams, I refuse to accept that from right now. So yeah, he says you're his. How do you put it? You're my manimal or anim. What the hell did he say?
Spirit animal?
Yeah. What does that mean?
I don't really know.
Is he as uncomfortably close to you as Kevin is to his dog?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Have you ever seen him in your window at night?
No, not yet.
That means he's good at
I'm
hiding.
looking now.
That bitch is good.
Yeah.
that Matt is sneaky, bro.
Yeah, now that I think about it, like the blinds were facing one way, and they're facing the other way now.
He's going to go home and flip the blinds upward now. Just so he can see
I'm
it.
thinking about a tarp. Like,
He just texted his wife, honey.
Just get the hurricane
Oh.
wind shutter.
no, there's nobody to text.
Oh, there's no wife?
No.
Oh, you need to update your profile.
No, it should say I'm single.
It does?
It should.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah, this segment isn't about you, but I mean, thanks for being here.
That's all right, man. That's
But you thought this segment was about... No, that doesn't even
You're
sound
so
well, does
no,
it?
You're so
So
stained.
lame. So anyway, thank you for showing up, brother. I mean,
man.
I appreciate it. Where are you coming from?
Spring Hill.
Oh, shit. Carson Schaller, Spring Hill.
Yeah.
Every redneck I know is from Spring Hill.
That's
That's awesome.
wait. You think I'm a redneck?
No.
Oh, okay.
The beard doesn't make you a redneck.
No.
Does it ever rub a rash on you, though, when it's that size?
No. It kind of. I'm kind of used to it.
See, I talk shit about beards because I can't grow one. Like, literally, I can't. Like, yeah, I know guys that in 3 days have half that beard right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In 3 years, I still have 2 little patches right there.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And I refuse to grow one of them freaking, what are they, the little hipster like.
Oh, the thin line?
Yeah, the chin strap.
Oh, you should.
I should?
Yes.
To accentuate my big head?
You would look so ridiculous. It would be like an outline.
Beautiful. I'm not freaking light it up.
No, it's just like having a beard. Like when people tell me like nice beard, that's just like telling somebody like, hey, you're like really tall. Like I didn't do anything to earn a compliment. I just stopped doing one other thing. You know,
Shaving.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
I hate fucking shaving. Is that why you grew the beard? Because you hate shaving?
yeah, it's not a political protest or anything.
Well, I didn't
It's-
assume that. I just thought you were some hipster.
No shave timber or something.
Yeah. No, yeah, like
Yeah, no, I didn't assume it was. Yeah, no, I get it. But I wish, dude. I hate shaving. I really do. But the problem is when I don't shave, I just look like a dirty douche with freaking hair everywhere. You know what I mean?
Just try it, man. Just
Try to grow a beard?
yeah, just
Will you be my counselor? Will you be my beard counselor?
yeah. Whenever you feel a shave coming on, just call me up.
And
I'll
talk
you
me
down.
out of it?
Yeah. Put the razors down, man. Just put them down.
You were the first person to ever make me really consider growing a beard.
I mean, what do you got to lose? You know?
Not much. The worst it's going to do is end up like a freaking Obama chia pet or something on my head.
Yeah.
Which would be badass, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
did you see how much that dog loved me?
That's true.
Just because.
Because you had a burger here and some fries there.
little ice cream in the front. It was free.
I love mayonnaise, and mayonnaise on sandwiches is like the hardest thing when you have a beard. It just gets
Because it
in
cakes
there.
in there. Yeah.
That
That makes sense.
But this isn't about me.
But it gives you a nice coat,
This is
though.
not about me.
He's like, this is not my segment. Didn't you just tell me that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not good at following protocols.
No.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, the next podcast you do will be way better run than this. Did I say that right?
I mean, that sounds legit to me. I
Your
can
English is
vouch for that.
bad. I trust you. You went
It's
to
all right.
college and everything.
Yeah, for a semester and a half. I was.
That's a semester and a half more than me.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's whatever we got to do to stall this trivia part. You know.
Oh,
It's
this
like-
isn't trivia. Well,
it's not really trivia,
fine.
dude. Yeah,
If it proves whether somebody is smart or not,
It
it's
does
trivia.
not do that.
It does
Oh,
not. No.
okay, we're
It-
cool.
it's a
then.
guessing
We're
game,
It does-
bro.
Let's get back on track.
It
guys.
does prove
Come
if
on.
people are
Let's-
gullible or not.
Oh.
Since you brought that up,
Oh, no.
you know what? Listen.
What?
Since he is not looking forward to trivia, let's play a game.
No, I do. I am looking forward to trivia.
Good, because we're about to do it.
The rules. What rule? You did it! You did
I
it!
love this guy.
I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Let's just do it. Let's meet this thing head on. And you were in it to win it.
Dun, 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 dun,
Matt Williams,
dun,
I'm
dun,
stealing
dun,
your
dun.
man spirit.
Woo, woo. All right. So the name of the game is real news
Absolutely real.
or fake news.
The news is fake.
So basically, I have pulled headlines. Not basically, I have pulled headlines, or I've made some up, and you have to tell me which one of them is real news, which one is fake news. And admittedly, the fake ones, I didn't make them all up, but maybe I did. I did. Actually, today I did. So congratulations on that. Now, Ricky, you are part of this. You are our point system. So what I want you to do is take one of those balls.
Which, as you can see, the dog also loves.
All right, so I just
Just
throw
give
it
that-
at.
put a little spin on it, and it helps catch it. If not, it'll bounce around, and the dog will get it.
11 points. Nice job.
All
Proud
right.
of you.
For 11 points. Let me get this set up here, which I was. And 3, 2, 1. I need like 4 more hands. All right. Harvard hosts accredited course on anal sex. Is this real news story or a fake news story?
So basically, there's a course at Harvard that you can take, which you can
And get
actually
credit
get actual credit
towards your
for
degree,
on
and it's about anal
anal-
sex.
specifically anal
It
sex.
is anal sex in the yes.
How hard do you want me to analyze into the answer?
Analyze.
Analyze into this.
Yeah.
Was that 3 puns in one? I'm not sure.
Well,
How hard?
this sounds like a legit thing at a college, maybe for like a suspect college, like Phoenix Online or something. But now that it's
University of
Harvard,
Phoenix.
it throws you off. I'm gonna say, do I answer now?
Yep,
Yep,
you can
Mike
say real
Shannon.
news or fake
I'm
news.
gonna say it's fake.
So we
Carson
have a
Schaller says fake.
few fakes on the board. Well, 2 right now. Nope, just 2 fakes. All
Welcome,
right.
Mike Shannon.
Not everybody jumping at once. I see you there.
Love Burns says fake. She's been doing that for years.
Midge Gobble says real. Indeo says real. KC
Yes,
with
that's Love
real.
Burns.
Jasmine says real.
Jasmine?
Jasmine?
She's not mean.
Oh. Jasmine?
I love you, Jasmine. Don't listen to Mike. He's not supposed to talk.
I said it with an accent, so it's whatever.
What the hell was that accent?
Jasmine.
Name that accent.
Real news or fake news?
Jasmine?
Jasmine. It's more.
It's Yasmin.
It's Yasmin. Yasmin Bleeth.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
yeah, the model.
Thank you, Carson.
Yes,
Yasmin.
Was
yes.
she on Baywatch?
Baywatch,
Yeah,
absolutely.
There you go.
Not this Jasmine though, but
Oh.
I'm sure she could be. I've never actually seen her, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, I would like to take that course with Yasmin Believe.
That yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's like we like pair up. Like yeah.
Pair up.
Yeah,
Oh, do they have a lab?
I'm hoping.
We'll get the mean right out of her.
All right. So
Alexis
coming out
fake.
swinging with 11 points. Is that correct? 11 points. Harvard hosts accredited course on anal sex. Ready? That, my friends,
The news is fake.
that is fake news. However,
Yes.
they do, of course, have topics, and this was based off of a lecture. They did have some sort of a lecture or whatever there, but it is not an accredited course. So,
I'm pretty sure if you're in anal sex, a lecture is not going to stop you.
Yeah, no,
Right?
That's so what you're saying is if we stop the game right now, like
You tied with 18
I'm-
other people.
I'm I'm going up against other people.
oh yeah, absolutely, yep,
Oh, okay.
yep.
So you thought this game was about you too?
Yeah.
Just throw another ball and twist
all
it.
right, more points, Ricky.
No whammies.
No whammies.
8, 16.
All right, for 16 points. Whoops.
16. It's
Number 2,
Prime age.
attempted
Yeah.
murder suspect offered 20 years, demands 30.
So they gave him 20.
They gave him 20,
was
and
like,
he said,
"Uh-uh.
no, give me 30.
I want free meals for 30 years.
oh, what state was this in?
Yep.
I mean,
I give you the headlines.
That's the thing, right? Like, because if we tell you Florida, Ohio, or anything like that, then you're going to know it's real.
Yeah.
So we can't give you that.
Yeah. I mean, if it was in like North Dakota, I'm like, this dude was just tired of farming.
Steven,
like, just give me my time. Let me work it out in here. Like, there can't be that much gang violence in North Dakota, like prison, right? Just.
I don't know, bro. Them farm-fed fuckers are serious.
Yeah, but they're serious about farming.
How do you know?
I've eaten potatoes. Well, that's Idaho, right?
Fuckers are delicious.
To me, that's all one state. That whole area up there.
Oh yeah, the whole Mideast.
Because it's just flat.
Midwest, I mean Mideast.
The Mideast.
Wyoming, it's just probing it. But you're waiting on an answer from me too, aren't you?
No, you got about 15, 20 more seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Wait, what was the question?
Steven Netta, what's up?
It was man. Oh, he asked for 30 years. I'm gonna go with that's real.
Now, based on the headline, the way that I'm reading it, it looks like that's a plea potentially, because attempted murder suspect was offered.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to change your answer or anything. I'm just throwing that out there.
It's not going to change his answer because he already gave it.
Yep, you're screwed.
Oh man, it sounds like fake news now. He's not charged with anything. Well, I guess.
Stick with your original answer. Take him a guy who can see the answers.
Well, he's charged. He just hasn't. Well, no, he's a suspect.
Yeah, he's a suspect. He's not charged.
I
I've
don't
watched
know.
Law and Order SVU.
Oh, lucky you. Is that how you got divorced?
No.
Because it's going to cause a divorce.
Hey, this isn't about me. This isn't about me.
We're still in litigation, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah.
All right, what was that? Was that 16 points you said, or 8, 16?
It was 16. It was 16.
All right, 16 points. Attempted murder suspect offered 20 years, demands 30. That, my friends,
Absolutely real.
is a real story.
Boom.
I don't understand Facebook and their autofill. It wants to every time I put in real on Facebook, it it auto completes it with Real Fighting Championships.
Is that what you trying to foreshadow that this third one's going to be real?
No. I was typing in real in the chat board.
Oh.
I used to when I would wish people happy birthday, and I typed it in. It was like Happy Birthday Massacre. Like that's what they would autocomplete, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
I do sometimes think that my autocorrect is drunk.
Oh yes.
Some of that shit it comes up with is like, how in the hell did that fit what I put in there? Seriously.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought that? No, well, fuck me then.
All right. Next question is worth how many points, Ricky?
I don't know. I haven't thrown the ball yet.
I know. I'm asking you.
Oh.
It wasn't rhetorical or hypothetical.
No way. How much is the bullseye worth? Because that's what I'm thinking about.
25 until the last one.
All right, here it is.
You need to eat more potatoes. All right, no,
that was 16 too for 16 points.
I tried to curve it.
Florida woman uses 12-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon as weapon.
Oh, Florida woman, PBR, weapon. Yeah, that's a real story. You would say, like, well, two of those things are random. Like, but then you put Florida in the mix. It doesn't make it random anymore.
And all of a sudden,
yeah.
It just changed it.
Look, everyone, true, real.
Yeah. The first two sound like questioning where did this happen. You're like, Florida.
So Florida. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. So that was Rich. Yeah. Rich answered last week before I even got it out. Yep.
Gobble says real.
I mean, I said real, but it's going to end up being fake because things don't work out for me in life that way. I can't just win.
Wow, you're pretty hard on yourself.
It's all right.
You act like I'm such a dick that I would just throw in Florida as a terrible story. And the name Pabst Blue Ribbon, I would tarnish that. I mean, it's got an award.
It's true.
It's 100 and something years old, but it still counts.
Dude, you're on this show. You've won already.
You're right. You're right.
Let me lift my feet up here.
And this doesn't feel like trivia either.
Right.
I mean, I did have to rack my brain a little. I'm not going to lie. Some of these I thought hard
It's more physical activity than mental for you.
Yeah.
It's so hard to believe after a semester and a half. Can't believe it didn't just come to you.
It was fun.
Sure it was.
You got the full college experience in a semester and a half, and you're out.
I tried, yeah. I realized that, like, being on my own and having to make decisions on my own and wake up
That's bullshit.
at like 7 in the morning on my own. It wasn't happening.
That's crap. That's why I had my mom call me every morning.
Yeah. See, my dad used to like my senior year of high school. He used to put the portable phone next to my head in the morning, and his secretary would call every morning to make sure I'm awake, and I would just master the art of I've been up, I got this, and then I would just hang out. I was late every morning.
Dude, did she talk to you in like a sexy voice?
No,
Ricky, are you up?
No. Well, I would still be late. Yeah,
That'd be really late.
Yeah.
I used to set my alarm clock across the room. I still do. I still have to get up to turn it off. So at least, but half the time I'm up before the alarm anyway.
Is setting it across the room and throwing it across the room the same thing?
No, not even a little bit.
Are you sure?
I mean,
I'm not
Google.
My alarm clock is my phone, so it ends up under my pillow in my hand.
Yeah.
And I don't hear this shit anymore.
I'm still old school. I still like the old alarm clock. Oh, because I don't sleep with my phone in my room because I don't want people bothering me ever.
Akeem,
awake or asleep, I just keep the phone away from me.
Right.
Spicoli is listening.
Spicoli.
Welcome, Spicoli. Greatest show on earth. Mike Irwin and Chris Monaco.
All right. That was 16 points, right? Florida woman uses 12-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon. That, my friends...
Absolutely real.
Hell yeah, it's real. Come on, Florida.
Give him some balls.
You want some balls?
Give him his balls back.
Open your mouth. Next question.
Seriously, you got to give him his balls back.
Oh, do I? I'm sorry. There's 2 there, dick.
We've established that I need 2.
One is blue.
I've known some people with 1, bro. They still work it.
All right. Next question.
Dude,
Bullseye.
Told you it was happening.
He went back like Randy Johnson before he threw that shit.
No, that was Tim Tebow.
Oh, that wind up?
Tim
That
Tebow.
sidewinder?
That's why he's not in the NFL.
But he's still a winner. So for a bullseye, 25 points, girlfriend calls police to turn in boyfriend for reward money while together in stolen car.
Ooh. Like he was part of it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read the story.
No, this is me thinking out loud. Like,
I read the story.
I'm going to go with real.
From The Onion?
Without a shadow of a doubt, in my own head, I came to the conclusion that this is real.
Did you just give him...
Have I ever cheated on this game?
Maybe. I know.
Have you ever caught me cheating on this game?
You're missing the point. I got the bullseye.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
This is true.
Is it cheating when you say, well, I lost count, so everybody's tied?
No, that's being honest.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
So, Stan's honest every show.
I didn't say that. I said in that moment, I was being
okay.
honest. God. Yes, Hakeem, you can phone a friend, but all your friends are retarded, so it's not going to matter. Jasmine, this is true.
Can I phone a helmet? Derp.
Or if they can get their tongue off the window long enough to answer, then yeah, you can phone a fucking friend.
We have him locked in the cage. It's cool.
Jesus.
Oh, you've not met Camo? He is definitely a window licker.
He is special.
He is special. And you can't see him, so he's a double whammy. All right, for what was that? Was that the bullseye? That was the bullseye.
Yeah. No, that was anticlimactic.
Welcome to Open Mic Live, the show that just pauses, but at least we don't take 25-minute breaks.
Welcome, Kevin Howard.
Was that a shot? That was a shot.
Yeah, it one of the best podcasts out there. Only because it takes
because of the music. And can you believe the shit? Kevin would love to come back in here too.
I have no idea why, bro.
I know. It's like, oh, I love you guys. Thanks for beating me up. 25 beating me up.
Oh.
Beat my dick. Girlfriend calls police to turn in boyfriend reward money while together in stolen car. That, my friends, for the bullseye.
Absolutely real.
Is real.
Yes.
Let's see. So we two more questions left.
Are you serious?
I am.
Jesus Christ, this is longer than a Kevin Holly story.
Ooh.
Well, it's not as long as this break. So why don't we make this the last one if you want to do the score update?
Yeah, let's make that happen.
All right, let's do that.
We have Carson with 52, Ricky with 68, Love Burns with 68, Matt Williams with 68, Snooks with 68, Alexis with 62, Endale with 16. She's a genius. Jim with 32, 57. We have Mary with 57. Yasmin, Booty with 57. Gabo with 32. And, hold on. Endale actually has 57. And Casey with 30, 41, whatever the fuck.
So we all lost count and
I
stopped
got
paying
it. It's right
attention.
here.
I know.
I got to math fast.
All right, last question's worth how many points? You need one more? You good?
Yeah. 8.
16 points.
Okay. 16.
It's double.
Oh, sweet.
For 16 points,
Speed round.
the first vaginal yeast bakery opens in California.
This is the first time I've ever been uncomfortable on this show.
Vaginal yeast bakery.
If it's anywhere, it's in California.
That's a Berkeley thing, it sounds like.
Ooh. I'm going to go with fake. I'm going to say fake.
Dooga. I don't think...
Did Endale tell me to F off because I called her stupid? I mean...
Like you've never done that before?
She should know this by now. Real, bunch of reels. Love Burns says fake. Gross. Oh my god. Gag me with a vag.
It is pretty gross, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
it's hard for me to be uncomfortable, dude. That was pretty uncomfortable.
It was hard for me to say real because I don't want to believe it.
Well, they have, I think it was 2 years ago, the one doctor came out with her own yeast to make yogurt, and then they started doing it with beer.
I can understand the yogurt thing, I guess. Maybe.
But bakery just blows your mind. It doesn't sound.
Carson and Jasmine say fake. For the love of God, please be fake. Please be fake.
Can you imagine the quantity of that you would need to run a bakery?
What? Yeah. Is there like a blood bus, but for yeasty vaginas?
You know, a sticker.
Yeah, just
the Vagmobile.
Hanging outside of the Applebee's, like.
Please donate.
Yeah. Waiting for chicks to get off work or something.
I gave you Rising Agent.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry if you work at Applebee's. I don't know.
Well, we're number one with Applebee's patrons.
Yeah, much better to work at Olive Garden.
I used to work. Oh, hey! You did do a background check on me.
All right, so that was 16 points. We got everybody in here. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like nobody believes me, which is probably a good thing because
the news is fake.
That is fake, my friends. Do we have a winner?
No, we have a tie.
All right,
we'll do this quickly.
Okay.
Ricky Hicken and Love Burns tied with 84. Pick a
so
number between 1 and 20.
17.
Pick a number between 1 and 20, Love. 17, 15, bullseye. 17 wins. Ricky Hicken.
Yes.
In studio winner.
Yes.
Woo! This shit ain't funny.
Yeah.
This was about you, see?
Thank you. I needed this. You don't understand.
Good thing
I needed a win in my life.
This ego boost is huge.
Yeah.
Well, wait till the next episode, the next segment. We'll take care of that.
Oh, no.
No, it's all about you, bro. Seriously, we're here to build your ego.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Not me.
I was like, I knew there was a twist.
It's open mic live.
So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, what, Mike? Oh, we got to switch script. That's his job.
More with Ricky?
Hickens.
Hicky.
Ricky Hicken.
Hickey Rickens.
Ricky Hickey.
All right, more with Ricky.
Matt wishes.
You're listening to Open Mic Live. We'll be back.
See ya.
Different world to see tonight. what they sing. These worries only linger on the farthest day. With all these thoughts of nonsense for my head to despair. I do it tonight as I feel the weak feeling. I breathe it inside. If I had a chance to do it again tonight as I feel the weak feeling. I breathe it inside. If I had a chance to do it again tonight.
Welcome back to Open Mic Live right here on OpenMicTheShow.com. That music was by Slingshot Robot, and that song was Do It Again. Coming up later, I have, let's see, we've got Cruel Curses, and I am so not a music DJ. Who did I have there? I forget, but I'll tell you later. Oh, it's track 5, so whoever track 5 is.
Dude, that's a badass band name.
Also wanted to tell you about my friends at Comfort Authority who have saved us from some expensive AC bills. Came by, took care of me this week. Check them out. 813-579-6358. I've known the owner for a couple years now, 5, 6, 7 years now. We used to do jiu-jitsu together. So if he gives me a high bill, I'll get jiu-jitsu. We used to do jiu-jitsu.
Is that some karate term?
Hold on.
Bullshit
I didn't have the camera on. Jiu-jitsu. That's how you jiu-jitsu.
I'm going to freaking hit you.
Jiu-jitsu. So check them out. They're really good. And he actually worked for a company that did a lot of upselling, and you're not going to get that from this guy. I hated that company. They sold me the unit, and then all of a sudden they tried to upsell me on more stuff. I said, look, I just financed this stuff. Why are you telling me I need this stuff now? And every time they came in to fix something, but you won't get that with Comfort Authority, so check them out. Stan, you all right?
I'm very busy right now. Could you just keep talking?
No, absolutely. All right. So, Ricky, thanks for coming in. You want me to do the interview? Are you sure you want me to continue talking? All right. So, Ricky.
Do I?
That's your profile right there. This is how we're going to start this shit off.
Okay. All right.
You need a manager. You're at that level.
Yeah.
Welcome, Ricky Hicken.
Hey,
thank you for showing up. That's how we threw the brakes on a fucking show right there. Just like, you know.
What did he just read?
I'm not showing you.
Was this divorce papers?
Me and my manimal. No.
Spirit animal?
Right.
Mammal.
So welcome, Ricky. Listen, you come highly recommended by comics all over this area.
Oh, thank you.
I had from Cam to Rio to Matt Williams. Well, I said comics. From Cam to Matt Williams to Lawrence Green. Like, dude, you are highly respected in this area as far as comedy goes.
Oh, thank you.
How do you feel about that? Does that take some getting used to?
Yeah, especially too because I feel like I've had to earn it like a second time around because I started like 3 years ago, and then I took a break. one of those involved, one of those life events you just showed me.
We'll leave that out. Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to talk about it. We're good.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's sometimes life hits you hard, and you have to take a step back. And comedy wasn't one of those things I was ready to do at the moment. But it was like Cam was actually one of the ones that gave me some of the best advice. He was like, how you deal with adversity kind of shows how
just
you are
give
as
up
a
now.
person. Yeah, well, that's, how Cam is. And he's like, that's just more stage time for me.
Was that before?
What an arrogant
was that
prick
before
that
he was doing JB's material or after?
At least he never did it in blackface.
He should have.
So you're 31, right?
Right.
So
correct.
You're not young, you're not old. You're right there, old enough to grow a beard.
Yeah.
Right, that's great. How long have you been doing it?
Growing a beard.
No,
about
dickhead.
3 or 4 months.
Leave it alone. You're rude.
I did my first open mic at Side Splitters, I think, on Mother's Day of 2014.
Was she there?
I believe. My mom, no.
No.
No. She's only seen one show, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was enough for her?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's... Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't...
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Was it uncomfortable? Was it more uncomfortable for you or her?
I mean, I don't. I assume both. I don't know. I didn't feel uncomfortable with
So
my
you
parents
weren't thinking about her
there.
being out there the whole time?
No. That's.
Do you do any jokes about your parents?
I mean, I have. Yeah.
Behind their backs?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
she's listening now, so go ahead.
It's nothing bad. It's just
right.
it's
fun, right?
Yeah. It's just
Well, first of all, if it's a joke, it's not bad.
Yeah.
If it's funny.
Right.
I mean, it's just you're just having fun.
Yeah.
And if you can't take it, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. No. That's that's comedy.
So what was the advice that Cam gave you? I mean, specifically, obviously you held on to it, right? Whatever he told you, don't give up. I mean,
it was just those words, just how you deal with adversity.
That specifically?
Yeah, it was kind of it determines kind of who you are.
And how did you mold that statement into your own? You know what I mean? How did you end up dealing with adversity?
Well, I mean, I didn't take it at the time, but I mean, I still remember when he told me that. But it's just when you go through life, you can either turn it around, I guess, or you can let it hold you back.
Right. If you don't like it, change it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's up to you. You know what I mean? No one else is going to change it for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mom still changes me, so we're good with that. I saw a picture of you. You posted. I don't know how long ago it was. To be honest with you, I just scroll through every now and then. But you're way in the background at a club or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And there's 3 people at the bar taking selfies, looking in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And you were like, "This is how comics deal with depression."
Yeah.
That was something close to what you said, right? The concept of it. I mean, so in that instance, you just call them out.
Yeah, well, kind of. It was one of those things. Well, because the guy taking the picture is the bartender / owner, so you can't be.
So that wasn't just the bartender.
Yeah, no,
it was actually the owner.
Yeah, so you can't be negative about it. So it was a good moment.
It was a great picture.
Yeah,
I don't know about a good moment.
Well, being there, all the other comics and stuff were kind of laughing at that moment because I was just playing off
Who
of
took
it.
that picture? Do you remember?
Matt Williams took the picture.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So
if I can't be funny, I'll take pictures.
Yeah, that's.
I love you, Matt.
Gotta start somewhere, right? Oh.
No, but anyway, I mean, so who have you worked with the most around this area? As far as I mean, I know Matt Williams and that, you know what I mean. Cam, obviously, you worked with. Have you worked with Rio and Jonas and all them?
My most recent spot that I did was with Rio and Cam. It was the week that Cam left. That was the most recent. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really had too many paying gigs. I can count them all on one hand. But I mean, as far as open mic, I've done tons of open mics and stuff with these guys, and done some showcases and stuff.
Right. So I mean, that's what I'm saying though. I mean, at this point, you started over.
Yeah.
I mean, you were born again, so you have to kind of start fresh. So you don't expect to get. I mean, you don't expect to get paid regularly, right?
No, not at this moment. I know I kind of have to pay my dues again and stuff, and and show that I'm out here again, in which I think I'm doing that now I've been going to mics and stuff a lot more.
Coming to stupid podcast.
Yeah.
Like, does it suck when you know you're good enough to get paid and you just have to put the time in to get to there?
I mean, yeah, I try not to think about that. I just, the only thing I think about is keep writing my jokes, getting on stage, doing that, and let that work itself out. I mean, if they're not good enough or if I'm not good enough, then I'm not going to get rewarded for it, you know?
Well, if you're not good enough, they don't have a sense of humor.
Oh, thank you.
That's pretty much what's going on there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So you agreed to do a show with us December 6th, I believe it is, right?
Yeah.
Is it? And are you expecting to get paid at that show? Let's just throw that out there. I got burgers on the line.
No, I think you were pretty upfront with that. Well, from the verbiage of the text, like I knew I wasn't going to, but I mean, it's for you, so I wouldn't mind doing it.
Oh my!
So
I've been so mean to him, and he went and freaking did that. Thanks a lot, pal.
Kill him with kindness.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. You must be a nice guy because I'm telling you, everybody in this area loves you. I don't think I've seen you yet. Have you? Did you do shows at Pegasus? Have you done shows at Pegasus?
I think that was the night that I met you. It was John Jacobs was doing his hour practice special before his improv, and it was at Pegasus. I think I saw you.
And yeah, we've seen John there. Jeff Louis did a little, hour long. We couldn't wait for that shit to be over.
What was that? The roast battle or
No, just kidding. No, because he was prepping to go up to Alabama or something like that. And he was going to do a whole show, an hour up there. Jeff Louis is awesome, bro. That guy's a worker.
Yeah,
that you know what I mean. That guy's. Have you done any of his shows?
Not yet. He's asked me or like talked to me about it, and just like I need to get more, I guess, material or more time.
How much time do you think you have now?
I feel like I could do maybe a solid 12 to 15.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
For getting restarted, 12 minutes is dude, that's a long fucking time.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't say that extremely confidently, but I mean, I know I could do 8 to 10 easily.
Listen, dude, I've met comics who think they have a solid 5, and after a minute, you're like, seriously?
Yeah.
Just go away if you don't mind. You know what I mean? So, yeah, be confident. There's nothing wrong with being confident.
Yeah.
Arrogance sucks, but confidence is good. Right? I mean, have you ever, do you get a lot of compliments when you're out there?
I do, and I'm really bad with taking compliments. I don't know what to say.
It's
I
weird,
really
right?
don't. Yeah, I don't. And I've had people, when I've actually responded to their compliments, you're like, oh, you've actually responded to something I said good about you. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's something I'm working on. I don't.
Because you don't want to come across arrogant.
Right, yeah.
But at some point, you have to accept it, dude. You just have to learn how to absorb it and build from it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very weird.
Be like Stuart Smiley, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough.
Because at first, you're not sure if they're just saying it because you're standing next to them.
Yeah.
But then the more it happens, you're realizing, oh, shit. They might mean it.
Yeah, well, some of it, too, is if they compliment me, I almost feel obligated to say something nice to them back, and I can't lie.
Yeah, reciprocation,
Yeah, I don't...
Oh, yeah, no, I just won't say it. I just won't say anything. Yeah. So that's why I try to tell these people when they're here. It's the shorter our conversation, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
It's because I don't want to tell you what I have to say. You know what I mean? Because I just won't I'm not going to be a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be a dick for fun, but I'm not just going to tell you suck unless you're Matt Williams.
He's used to it. That's his thing.
Dude, he was on, and I think it was Clark Brooks that was in the chat, just beating him down the whole time. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's not getting enough right here face to face. He's got to take that shit.
Poor Matt. Yeah.
Not really, though, because everybody loves Matt.
Yeah, no. It's...
I mean, we love Matt as much as he loves his dog.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
This is true. I won't touch him that way.
It's true.
So, I mean, obviously, you and Matt have a pretty good friendship going?
Well, it's, I see him a lot.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I mean...
Yeah, no, he's a really nice guy. And, you know good people when you meet him or meet them, and he's one of those genuine people. And it's like my second round back into comedy and stuff. He's one of the people where, I feel like I'm almost starting off brand new with again,
Right.
So,
do you ever do any open mics at either Side Splitters or Improv? Do you ever do any of those open mics?
Yes, I work at Side Splitters.
Oh,
now.
You do work there?
Yeah. So,
seriously?
Yeah.
So you took Cam's job?
No, I'm not doing sound. I'm working in the kitchen, so. Yeah.
Oh wow! So the food sucks.
Yeah. Man.
What, seriously, how many people are in the kitchen over there?
It's just me.
Oh, that's why I can't get my popcorn in less than fucking 15 minutes. Is that what you're telling me? I'm just kidding. I love Side Splitters. Dude, Side Splitters have been great to us. Like, Mike was friends with Side Splitters long before.
Oh, yeah, way back to Bridget. I don't know if you know Bridget. She ran the Knoxville branch for a while.
Okay.
But, yeah, back in the mid-2000s, I used to deal with her. And then that was Mark Craycraft was there. I'm sure you don't recognize those names. And then we got back into this again, and I got hooked up with
Ryan.
Yep, BT. He likes that.
He likes BT?
He likes BT. Everybody likes to call him BT.
Yeah.
And Brian's been great with us. If we had at the time, if we had the phones better, he would have got us phone interviews with everybody. In fact, our first interview was Jeff Dye, which is a really great phone interview.
Yeah.
But we wanted people in here. We want more of that, that intimate setting, not like candles. Oh, candles are lit.
That and
I wanted candles.
Intern, what a weird writer.
Do they have to be scented?
Can I get scented candles?
Can you do like tea light candles?
Just candles burning sets the mood.
So yeah, but to have an interview like Jeff Dye that early, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know shit about interviewing. We didn't know shit about timing. You know what I mean? So, and especially on the phone because you have that delay. So you ask a question, and then you think he's had long enough to answer it, and then you both start talking at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is Jeff Dye. So hopefully he didn't remember that experience, and we can get him to call in again.
Yeah, it's an interview you kind of want back.
You know what I mean? That type of thing. Have you ever had a show like that where it was like, damn it, man, it was in front of a crowd that you really kind of wanted to hit, and you weren't happy with your performance?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had a couple of those. There's been like a couple of like competition shows and stuff at Side Splitters where I didn't have my all into it. I don't know. It was especially starting out because like doing those competition shows is like your first experience being in front of a huge crowd. Yeah, and that's and
what I've noticed about these competitions, and it's kind of weird because, like I said, I go to a lot of the open mics. You know what I mean? Just to see the new comics and show respect for the other comics that we've already met and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just love comedy. But then we go to these competitions, and these comics that have solid material choose the competition to rework it, as opposed to use the shit that got you into the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you do that, or would you just use your solid material and get through the freaking competition?
Yeah, just you
use your best, right?
Yeah, whatever time you're given.
I've just never understood it. I've never understood why you're going to work out material during a competition.
Yeah, it's risky, but if you feel like that's something that you should do at that moment, go
do
for it.
Take a chance, right?
Well, I've seen comedians, headliners come in and say, "Hey, I want to try a new joke for you guys." I think even some of them will do it on their Netflix specials, or they claim they will.
Yeah,
they probably did it 100 times, but
you normally you don't want to say I'm trying a new joke because then it takes away from it. It puts the audience in more of a different perspective.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I have to be a judge now.
Yeah, kind of almost.
I already like you.
Yeah,
that's delivery though, right? It's kind of like if you can do that and grab them as opposed to distance them. You know what I mean? Have you seen comics be able to do that where they do something like that, call themselves out? And as opposed to making the crowd uncomfortable, they've actually engaged them?
Yeah, well, if it's part of it. If
right.
you're using that to set up something with it. But, if you're just genuinely starting a new joke, I'm just trying this out, it's probably not the best thing to say.
You think that's easier for a comic that's been around and is headlining in the area than it is for a comic like Matt Williams?
Well, it's a headliner, just coming up with new material, or...
No, to get up there and call and say, I'm trying this out after, people already know who they are. People are familiar with them.
Yeah.
You think it'd be easier to do it at that point, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, you have that confidence and you have that fan base and you're at that level, But if you're, an open micer and stuff, you're still discovering who you are as a comedian.
Right, like a 12-year-old in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah, you're using a hairdryer, but you don't have a hairdryer.
I had a vacuum.
Or a beard.
Vacuum. You had a vacuum in the bathroom?
How did you
battery.
shower?
Backwards.
It's Florida, bro.
How'd you dry off? I don't understand.
You're supposed to blow dry, not suck dry.
So, like, when you first started doing this, how thick of a book of jokes did you have before you went up the first time?
Ooh, I used to have like notebooks of stuff.
Just a pile, right?
Yeah, and like now I hardly like write stuff down. Well, I mean that was I think it made it harder for me when I first started because I would almost just write a joke out completely word for word, and I would almost just try to rehearse it in my head to remember it because that was my biggest fear is just forgetting a word or something, and it just sounds scripted. It doesn't sound like it's coming off the cuff, you know. And
that's the thing is like you have to remember the basis of it, but while you're up there, you kind of got to make it your own at that time, right? I mean, you can't just read it,
right?
Because if you read it, it's like me doing this right now. I'm just reading these questions off to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, seriously, all these jokes, right? So when you first go up there, 5 minutes is a lot longer than you think it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, because after how long? Like 2 minutes? Were you going, is my 5 minutes up yet? Or?
Oh, yeah. My first time, it was at Side Splitters, and it was pretty packed when I went up there. And I don't think I even got a pity laugh. Like the whole 6 minutes, I think it's 6 minutes there. And I think I did like 4.5.
See,
it was bad.
I've seen that happen to comics. And I've actually seen it happen at competitions to comics. And, like, I can't even tell you how bad I feel. It's like, I can't imagine how that feels up there. You got to feel so alone, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just feel stranded up there.
Yeah.
Like, you wish your mom was in the audience so you could just go hug her.
Pretty much.
Right?
Well, what you don't prepare for is, like, when you get up there, is the light hits you and you can't see hardly anything.
That's what they say, yeah.
Yeah, you can see like maybe the first row, and you're like, all right, well, I'm judging these jokes by your like reaction tonight.
Well, I mean, that's like doing an open mic basically at that point, right? I mean, because a lot of open mics it's comics and a few people, right?
Yeah, open mics, it's mainly comics and you trying to get the people that are there to listen. Like, because a lot of these times, these people are just there to drink or eat wings. They don't know that comedy is about to spring up on them. Right. But, comedy is one of those things, if you can make it to where they want to be a part of it and want to listen, you can get a crowd from that. But it doesn't work all the time.
And it's hard, especially like places like Pegasus. And
oh, yeah.
Where they're tucked in corners and they don't care if they out loud you. And
yeah.
I think Rio was the only one that could handle that while I was there.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry!
That's what makes him great, though. Is he can do stuff like that.
He did that. He actually did a show for us. We do a show with comics and bands. He actually did a show for us at Brass Mug, and there was one dude in the back of the freaking room.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually called him out by shirt. You in the stripes? Shut up! Like, yes, that's why I chose you for this particular. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you got to position yourself. I mean, you know where you're going, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what environment you're putting yourself in. Not always, though. Like, how often have you gone somewhere and thought one thing, and then once you get there, it's completely different than what you were imagining when you were on your way?
What do you mean, like crowd reaction?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, or just the crowd people. Yeah, just the people in general. Like, you go out to Spring Hill, and you expect a bunch of 8-second people out there, glasses, but you get out there and it's a bunch of businessmen. You know what I mean? That type of thing. I know that's not really going to happen in Spring Hill, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, it's more like 7-second Cowboys.
Right? So, I mean, do you adjust well to that?
I mean, yeah. It's, I mean.
It's like when I'm doing an interview and I ask a question and the person I'm talking to doesn't have an answer, I have to adjust to that.
Right.
What?
I can always play music.
No, I mean, crowds are always going to be different, but the ones that aren't ready for comedy that you can make listen or like at open mics, as far as winning those over, those are the best.
The most satisfying.
Yeah, because you get them, especially too, like, you always compare yourself to the other comics every night, like how they do and stuff. You're like, oh, well, I mean, I got big laughs, like, but they didn't. Is like, so if one person got laughs,
Right.
it can be achieved. So you try to
See,
try
that
to
happens
do
a lot
that.
here. I get big laughs and the comics don't. No, I'm just kidding. They're pretty laughs.
But it's just doing an open mic's totally different than doing a show and stuff. Because like shows, when you get a room full of people that are there to see comedy, it's a different
Better,
monster.
so much better, right?
Yeah,
because then you can feed off of that shit. Kind of like Mike is just a rude dick and just turned the music on loud as hell just now.
I just warned you I was going to do that.
I know, but I listen to a lot of radio shows, and they kind of...
This isn't a radio show, so shut the fuck up.
So when we come back, we'll be playing Stanley Feud with Ricky Hicken, and then in segment 4, we will talk more with Ricky Hicken, because I wasn't done. Mike's a dick.
We got a whole hour. Stay tuned. Coming up next, Cool Curses and Red Calling.
And this is 1/3 the time of a Kevin Holly break, so don't
So
go
it's
too
still
far.
50 minutes.
Right.
We'll be back. Welcome back to Open Mic Live. It's now time for Open Mic's favorite game.
Talk about me again?
Yes, Stanley Feud.
Oh.
You did hear the name of the game, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this is my fucking segment. Back up. All right, so Stanley Feud, as most of you know, is a game that I completely made up on my own. What, you made it up?
No, I was just waving to the cameras because I actually clicked this on.
Woo! Could they see me just now?
If I clicked on the camera and I waved, then yes. No, I
So
have you
anyway,
out of
so
the shot.
Stanley
Oh.
Feud.
What are we doing?
He does this shit all the time.
All the time.
Stanley Feud is a game where me and my wife sit around and make up questions, and then I send them out to. This week was 103 responses I got off of Facebook.
Ridiculous.
You get the. What is it? 100 people actually answered this? Yeah, I can't believe it either. I actually got reminders. Where are my questions?
Nice.
I'm like, are you serious? I'm worried about bugging you, and you're like, where are they? They make me feel better.
Yeah.
But anyway, so 100 people, you get top 5 answers. Number 1 answer is worth 5. All others worth 1. Question number 1 is, what is your favorite thing to order at a local diner?
At a local diner?
I'll tell you, Tripp's Diner over here has fantastic Reubens.
Dude, that place is pretty good.
Yeah, they care about the food they make.
That's my sandwich, man.
The Reuben?
Oh, yeah.
That's phenomenal.
That's,
it's whatever they butter the bread just right. It's weird.
Dude, they have a thing called a BST.
Yes. Well, there's PEST too. The best has the egg on it. I know you don't like egg.
I like
Or
egg.
ham,
It's not.
Oh, it's great.
Sandwich. But it's bacon, spinach, and green tomatoes.
It's like a BLT, but you have fried green tomato.
Oh,
delicious.
My God, dude.
You had me a bacon, man.
And then fried shit.
Yeah.
Dean Barber says steak and eggs.
My favorite thing to order at a local diner.
I would go, do a sandwich. Do I have to be specific?
Kinda.
I would almost
Like
say
a
a
burger
BLT.
or a BLT?
Yeah.
Jason's Deli has fantastic BLTs.
Yeah.
And broccoli cheddar soup. I'm hungry now. Thanks, asshole.
I think it was Jason's Deli because I used to live outside of Dallas. I think that's where I used to go. But no, it was Schlotzsky's Deli. Yeah, you would get like their big Reuben. It's like this gigantic thing. It's like 2 days worth of Reuben.
I think we had one here, but I don't know where it is. If it's still
What's that?
Schlotzsky's. There was just Schlotzsky's here, wasn't there?
Was there?
I recognize the name.
Ooh, Mary says fries, dude. Dude. When you're drunk as shit at the end of the night,
you need
those
a grease
fries
coat.
that's what Denny's was for, right?
I don't know why, but now all of a sudden I'm really hungry. Ray Ray's Chicken and Waffles. They have. I follow them on Instagram, and they have these tots that are cheesy loaded bacon with chives on them. Oh my gosh! I have never had bacon or chicken and waffles. I'm gonna go have chicken and waffles.
Yeah, it's salty and sweet.
I know, I like it. I've had the chips, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
The Lay's.
Oh.
Carson Schaller says food.
I like his style. He gets 5 points.
I like his style. Not only doesn't he get 5 points, but everyone that answered food in the 103 didn't count. Because you know why? It's my name on that motherfucker.
You owe 5 points, Carson.
No, exactly. No, you owe me back that minute that it took me to read that son of a bitch.
I don't know.
No, I kind of like it. It's clever.
I would say because
He's a musician. What do you expect?
Before Trips, our local diner was what 3 Coins or what's the Waffle House?
3 Coins is pretty good.
I haven't been to 3 Coins in like 22 years.
Dude, cleanest restaurant in the area.
I'm not impressed. I don't want it then.
Seriously, cleanest diner in the area is 3 Coins, and when you walk in there, all you can picture is Marge Simpson's sisters in there smoking cigarettes and ashing all over. You know what I mean? That's not Pepper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nope, it's the cleanest restaurant around. Like if you go on and look up, what is it?
Best in the Bay or
no,
Dirty Dining.
Yeah.
I don't look that up because I like to eat at places.
Yeah, me neither. Usually. Yeah, don't tell me.
Shut up, Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
I don't need your shit.
3 Birds Tavern in St. Pete.
I'm not driving to St. Pete to eat.
We plugging restaurants?
Sure. Where are you at?
We got a sponsor?
Yeah, McDonald's.
Food, folks, and fun, right?
Yeah, the lady knows me there. There's
You're the number 3, right?
Marge.
There's when you come home to Spring Hill at 1 or 2 in the morning from doing stuff.
Steve Miller posted a picture of the moon and brought up Mactonite. You remember Mactonite? Are you too young for that?
Mactonite?
Mactonite from McDonald's. He was like this. He was a half moon face, and he played the piano, and he did this what was his name? Newton style, piano. It's Mactonite. That was how that was a McDonald's mascot.
TV was creepy, man.
Oh, and then it was a big half moon with sunglasses in a suit.
Okay.
Carson revoked my deviate the stand status because I wouldn't give him points for food.
I tried to give you points, Carson.
Dude, be smarter. Okay, so
be better.
Go ahead.
Oxygen?
Oh, you want me to play this?
What was your answer?
BLT.
I love the BLT.
Dude, that thing is... If you haven't been there, you need... Dude, I'm telling you, that bitch is badass.
There's a lot of places I haven't been.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, we'll start hanging out.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
way cooler than Matt. I promise. I'm just kidding. I'm a dick.
Well, he can still come along and take pictures,
Well,
right?
Matt can only go to dog-friendly restaurants.
Well, we got Seminole Heights.
Yeah,
so
20 people said breakfast. 20, and by breakfast, if they said
like bacon and eggs.
Yeah, any breakfast thing, I put them in there.
Hash.
Okay.
20 people said burgers or patty melts.
Yep.
15 said country fried steak. 13 said my favorite meatloaf, and 10 said steak. I haven't had a lot of good luck with steaks at diners, to be quite frank with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not going to be the best cut of steak.
Yeah.
That $1.99 bin over there at Save-A-Lot.
Yeah.
Right, chuck around.
I guarantee you they only have one pan for the steaks. Who's using the steak pan?
I need it.
Right. They just got done cooking the eggs and bacon in the
eggs,
same pan.
Yeah.
Cutting it with a chainsaw.
All right, question number 2. Name something easier to do in the daylight. Name something easier to do in the daylight.
Mow the lawn.
Easier to do in the daylight? Suntan.
That's true. However, you can still get a sunburn at night.
Can you?
Where do you think the light from the moon comes from?
I get my sunburn.
The sun. It reflects off.
I got the same look you do, bro. Why are you talking?
Is he still talking about the moon
It's
man from McDonald's?
It's Mac tonight.
If he touches you.
It's just another Tuesday
It's not
night.
Rosenthal tonight. Or
Yasmin
Rosenberg
says
or-
Mo. Dean Barber says C. Is that the same as food? If you say C? No, because I actually gave people that. So Jasmine says, Carson Schuller says drive. That is for some people. Like, do you have an easier time driving it?
Time to head for golden lights. It's a good time for a great taste dinner at McDonald's.
It's Mac tonight.
Come on, make it Mac tonight.
You're right. That guy is creepy as shit.
Speaking of which, I think if I don't go by that McDonald's tonight, the cashier might be worried.
She'd call the cops for you.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? Remember that story about 6 months ago? The Domino's pizza guy. He didn't go in to get his pizza. He ordered the same pizza every day. So they got worried, and they actually called the cops, and he had a heart attack or something was on the floor, and they ended up saving him.
Jeez. Pizza saved his life.
Pizza saved his... Domino's, of all places. I think
Right.
it was Domino's. If not, shout out to Domino's, I guess.
Yeah.
Matt says, what's that say? Wash the car? That is easier to do. It's almost like mowing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
But who washes their car?
Well, because
Wait
you
till it rains. It's Florida.
You got to do it in daylight, listening to Whitesnake.
Like Tawny Contain or whatever her name is.
I'm glad you listen to Whitesnake. Give free candy to little boys? Dude, yeah, you can do that any time of day, bro. That's a 24-hour job.
Hey, that's easier to do in the daylight?
According to him. Maybe he only likes white kids. I don't fucking know.
Well, I just think at nighttime the snatch and grab would be a lot easier. You know?
Way more yeast infections.
That is true.
Yeah.
Drive. We got a bunch of drives on the board. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
All right, you ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go 19 people said C. 15 said drive. 15 said mow or yard work.
Oh, okay.
14 said tan. And 9 said work on the car, which I gave you wash the car. Wash the car counts for that, right? That's working on the car. That's fucking work.
What about catch Batman napping?
Dude.
Yeah,
That's not terrible.
Hanging upside down
Yeah.
with his bat briefs on.
Swinging at him like a pinata. What's in
Bruce.
that? Bruce? Go ahead. Number 3. What is the biggest Christmas bonus you have ever gotten? Yes, we're getting personal.
Oh. Think about.
I asked this because Christmas bonuses are coming up.
I think like $250.
I think mine was $350, but I get a lot of tips allegedly.
Tips don't count.
Okay.
It's what they give you separately from your pay for Christmas.
Okay.
Like I've gotten everything from $1,500 to a $15 Steak and Shake gift card.
But I work for myself now. And
Seriously.
my tips are my bonuses.
Kevin A. Holly says $60 and an attaboy. Well, the attaboy's worth $20.
So that's like $75, right? No.
Carson Schaller says $400. Kevin E. Holly says $1,200.
What's that?
Jasmine says I've got.
Somebody
T-Barber
works for
says
corporate.
$2,500. What's that?
Somebody works for corporate. Love Burns says, "What's that?"
Nita says $500.
Yeah, I think $350.
Did I get yours, Ricky?
$250.
$250?
$250.
Don't question it. You're the one that you know better than anybody.
I really don't.
Matt says $2,500. That's a good fucking bonus, dude. KC says $100. I think that probably be about average, right? $100.
I don't know. Not if I'm making $350. I don't know what average is.
You work for yourself. You need to pay yourself.
You're
better.
right. I do. I suck. I haven't paid myself in months.
Is that real?
Sort of. I paid myself twice this year.
What?
No, it's okay though.
But both
really
payments
large
were
amount.
$10,000. The payments were huge.
They were great.
Yeah.
I'm really good to myself.
$2,500. Kevin Holly gives reach around for Christmas bonuses.
That sounds like
Click says $500.
that's why his head breaks so long. Double fisting.
You got to make Christmas memories. You know?
That's not snowballing.
Yeah.
That's gross.
See, that same look, bro. You're going to get it a lot when he talks. Mary says marshmallows. That's a weird fucking gift.
That's why nobody talks to me anymore.
$1,000.
Marshmallows? The small ones or the large ones?
You golf, right?
I played golf today.
So I was in a tournament, and we're going around, and you know from a distance when you're looking for your ball, some smart ass took a bunch of marshmallows and scattered them. So all you see... You're driving the fucking marshmallows all over the place, dude, and you can't help but just die laughing. It's like, that's genius.
Nice.
Dude, I ate every one of them fuckers. No.
Yeah.
But that is funny, right?
Yeah, that's... I've never came across that idea. Or
That's dude, right. I've never heard of that.
Dude, it was freaking awesome. All right, so go ahead. 22 people said $100. 18 said gift cards, which if you said $25 gift card, 15, it's all the same bullshit. Yeah. 10 people said 500, 9 people said 1,000, and 7 people said 300. Next question. How old were you when you got your first hickey?
Does to myself count?
Right, because I couldn't come up with anything for Hicken. So
just
when you got your first hickey.
Does still going count? Like,
you're still a hickey virgin?
Yeah.
Glick says Kevin gives Chihuahuas hickeys and then posting on Facebook.
Not.
Look at this ball.
Give a hickey on his penis. That's a blowjob.
Yasmin says 13. Dean Barber says 10.
I'm thinking 11 or 12 or 10.
Or 10. How do you not remember?
Because I was a dude rolling around with a bunch of girls. I was kind
of
a
bunch of girls.
I was kind of pimp.
Like
right.
Like so many.
Like I had 3 sisters and a mother.
For a 10-year-old, I touched all 3 of my sisters.
Like 3% of them weren't even online.
There was no online when I was 10. I mean, there was, but
boom. What the hell?
That's right, millennial. What?
I didn't mean to insult you.
We didn't even have AOL yet. What?
Bird says Mike got his first one from a vacuum cleaner. See, I told you those vacuums.
No, I didn't. I sucked my own arm just to see if I could do it.
Snooks and Mary said 12. Jim says 12. Gobble says 15. Now, Snooks, Mary, and Jim, that's my wife and my parents-in-law. All three said 12.
Was that when she was 12? They all
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Was it a confusing question?
Yeah.
Look, now he's nervous.
We're a different kind of South.
Gobble says 15. I don't believe you, Gobble, but either way, I'll give it to you.
It's the PC elephant walk, I guess. Just giving everybody hickeys at the same time.
Glick says 14.
Well, it's got to be acceptable now. You
Yeah.
can't judge me. Are you judging my hickey?
Right.
Right, nothing's acceptable but hickeys from 12-year-olds, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Only if they're in Hollywood.
Only if I'm the one that gave it to him. Loveburn says 13.
You never.
Who said you never?
I did, just now. Hickeys are gross. Hickeys
Mike
are
Tyree got one from the Seaman Hold Heights Killer.
Seaman
Hole Heights
That's right.
Killer.
He slayed
Ever
this.
laugh at a fucking dumbass joke like that again? I swear to God, no. Just kidding, Kevin. That shit was
He
actually
slayed
funny.
my neck. Huh.
Did it get weird yet?
It's getting there.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Wait till we start giving hickeys.
All right, 15 people said 13. 15 people said 14. 15 people said 15. 12 said ew, never. And 10 said 10. Now, I don't make these things up, by the way. I don't waste. Yes.
Yeah.
But like these responses, I'm very disappointed in many of them. When I have to tally them up, I'm like, really? This many people I know said that? You know what I mean? Like food.
Yeah.
I literally. Right. Like Carson. It's a good thing he plays an instrument because answering the feud is. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, bro. All right. What are we on?
Points update?
Those are the people that were upset that you didn't send out the questions.
That's
so
true.
They could be very insightful with their answers.
Dude, it's amazing. All right, you ready?
Hmm?
We have Dean with 7, Alexis with 6, Glick with 12, Snooks with 5, Matt with 5, Jim with 10, Gobble with 12, Ricky with 2. You're doing great.
Thanks, man.
Mike with 1, Casey with 7. I don't think anyone else matters. All right, let's make this happen.
Go.
Is it up there?
Yep.
Name a famous Ricky.
Slick Rick? No.
Ricky Martin.
I got Nelson Martin.
I get Ricky Martin.
Ricky
all
Ricardo.
the time.
Now the last one, number one answer is worth 10. All others worth 5. So we got Martin. We got Ricardo.
Yeah. Can I just say all the famous Rickies
Sure.
that I know?
Ricky.
No, these are all different people answering, bro.
So I shouldn't give them ideas?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
They're not smart enough to come up with them on their own.
There's Ricky Raccoon. I get Ricky Raccoon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Glick says Ricky Bobby.
It's,
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Ticky Tabby.
Ricky Ticky Timbo.
Ricky Ticky Timbo.
No say Rimbo.
Ricky Ticky
Cherry
Tabby.
Berrucci,
I like
Berry
that.
Bimbo.
Ricky Ticky Tabby is a great answer.
Or is that Ticky Ticky Timbo? Never mind. Same thing.
Yeah.
Ticky Ticky
I know
Timbo.
where you're going.
How the hell did you do? Okay.
It happens every once in a while.
Thank you, bro. I need guidance now and then.
I don't think I like your attitude.
I love this guy. Now I know what Matt sees in him.
It's my puppy-like qualities.
It's your spirit animal is a puppy.
Yasmin says Ricky Martin. Dean Barbier says Ricardo.
We are number one with ruining names.
Kevin Holly says, I usually do it on purpose. That was not on purpose.
No kidding.
Kevin Holly says Ricky, Dicky, Hickey, and Dawn.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Ricky, Dicky.
Is that a real thing? Ricky, Dicky, and Don?
No, it's not a real thing.
It's like the Bob Newhart show. This is Daryl, and...
Right, it's the porn version of Ricky Ticky Tabby. Carson
watch
Shaw was
that.
Ricky Bobby. We got another Ricky Bobby on the board.
Masturbate to that, too.
Ricky Bobby is the best answer, right?
Ricky Bobby?
Yeah.
Rubbing ain't race?
Yeah.
No.
Do you like that guy? I mean, he's one of the only famous men celebrities out there right now that isn't being accused of touching somebody.
Hey, Will
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
funny.
no.
He's I mean, I like his stuff.
He's 50-50
It's okay to
funny.
look at me like that now and then too, because they can't all be winners, bro.
I just wanted to make sure I was answering to the right guy, like, because I know that Ricky
Like,
Bobby's
no,
a fictional
the
character.
fictional character guy,
Yeah.
yes, from the movie, right?
Yeah, I'm like, if I give my opinion about him right now, am I going to get made fun of? Because Ricky Bobby was a great role model.
There's a pretty good chance no matter what you say, you're going to
We'll find something. It's cool.
It might not be funny, but we're going to fucking make fun of you.
Yeah.
All right, let's make this happen because we have a winner. And so, 25 people said Ricky Bobby. 21 people said Ricky Martin. 17 said Ricky Ricardo. 11 said Ricky Schroeder. And 7 said Ricky Tiki Tavi.
But Ricky Schroeder goes by Rick Schroeder now, so does that count?
Yes.
Okay.
It's my fucking game,
I
bro.
know, and I said okay.
Splitting hairs, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Really? Because that's like Debbie Gibson and Deborah Gibson.
Oh, all right, let's do it one more time.
Sorry. I'm an exploder. Oh.
I'm a screamer, so it'll work out well. All right, so we have a winner.
Do we?
You want to know who the winner is?
That's what your neighbors told me about you.
She's like, can you tell them to keep it down?
Yeah.
The winner is Glick! Glick! The best Periscope show I've ever... The only Periscope show I've ever seen. It's real, dude.
Periscope? Like...
This guy does a Periscope show, bro.
Well, like periscoping, like...
It's the penis. It's a euphemism, right?
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ. But anyway, so congratulations, Glick. Good job. I'm proud of you. You're smarter than Kevin Holly. Well, that's not hard to pull off. So when we come back, we'll be talking with Ricky Hicken. Hicken.
There you go.
Hicken. Say it like that. Say Ricky Hicken sexy.
Ricky Hicken.
Is that...
groovy in a satellite. I'm taking flight to where it's always night. Galactic mama, you're quite a sight. Let's float around and feel alright. Feel alright. Baby, you're gravitational. I'm getting orbital around your soul. Cosmic forces, can you feel the pull? Pull me in and make me whole. Make me whole. Space ice cream. Let your shield down and dark with me. Or we're falling free in the zero G. Imagine our velocity.
Yeah,
you know we're gonna
seriously,
go
dude.
no.
These mics aren't on, right?
No.
Okay. Fucking Kevin Holly, bro. I watched that show last night. Oh my god, what a fucking train wreck.
Is it
I mean,
Sunshine and Bullets or because of...
yeah, well,
Holly.
more because of Kevin Holly. I mean, Blick being in the chat room saved everything.
That was it?
So the mics are on.
Oh, what?
I love you, Kevin Holly.
Space ice cream. to your space ice cream.
Face, I shouldn't do that. Thank you. No, I appreciate the honesty. He's like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I can't control my face. I don't know what to do with it sometimes.
No, that's good though, because it's an honest face, right?
Yeah, I mean,
what?
I can't picture it in my head, but it sounds cool.
We've been on the whole time, I think.
Huh?
I think we've been on the whole time.
Who gives a shit?
I know Kevin Holly likes this. Welcome back to Open Mic Live. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
I was just reading Chris Glick saying that Stan has some sexy dance moves.
Okay. Based on what?
I have no idea. I think he's like Matt, bro. I think that bitch is looking at my window too. I'm going to have to adjust my blinds.
Is that
open them a little bit more so I can see.
How about this, motherfucker?
And put a milk crate out there so I can see over the ledge.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, that segue was beautiful. Welcome back, everyone, to segment 4 of Open Mic Live with Stan Down Deo, the guy whose name is on the show, Mike Tyree.
Stanley Feud. Oh.
I didn't say what it should be. So, and in the studio, Ricky Hicken. Welcome, brother. Thanks again for driving all this way.
Yeah.
And eventually finding your way into the home.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Eventually. The right home.
You said, so speaking of Stanley, you said you almost touched a Stanley Cup?
I almost did.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I was working at a country club outside of Dallas, and it was like a lot of big names were founding members there. Like I've served Emmitt Smith, like I've talked to him and all that. And I guess the Stars had the cup in town or something for that week just to show it off. So they brought it to the club, and I was scheduled to work there at 3:30, and I got there at like 3:20, 3:15, and the cup was there until like 10 after 3, and then they took it. And they were just passing it around. People were touching it because it's one of those trophies that's
right.
it.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Like
Yeah.
that would be an experience that you won't forget, and that's a story you can tell. And
Yeah, thanks, man.
fuck you if you. Well, no, the problem here is because I'm like you. I'm going to show up at 23 after.
Yeah.
But the freaking dumb douchebags who were up since 3:30 in the morning,
Camping out.
right? They get to touch the goddamn cup. But cool guys like us, we miss out on all the good shit because we sleep in.
Yeah, you guys didn't get to touch something.
I got to charge Emmitt Smith's cell phone. I got to touch that.
What'd you charge it?
I just
$50
charged it behind the bar, yeah.
Did you really?
Plug
Did you go through it and try and get some
I wanted
numbers out?
to because he was texting Tim Tebow at the time because this was like towards the end of his rookie year when he started like the last 3 games. So this was like right before he like took the field and stuff, and I wanted to be on that phone. Like,
So, I mean, like, did you know that it was low on battery because you were creeping over his shoulder and saw that it was low on battery, or he actually asked you to charge it?
No, yeah, he gave it to me to charge it.
And he trusted you? Did you look through the pictures?
No, I mean, it was locked. I couldn't.
Damn.
Yeah.
I really want to know what Emma Smith's dick pics look like.
What was his number? Wasn't it 23 or something? Just do 23, right? Does that? No? Okay.
So, I have no idea why he talks, bro. It's not my fault, man.
Hey, I've learned to close out too quickly. So, moving on.
I brought in guests so he didn't have to talk anymore.
Appreciate it.
So anyway, why did you agree to come here? Seriously. I mean,
just the idea of like doing a podcast and stuff and like getting my name out there because I feel like right now I'm at that phase too where I need to try to whatever stream I can do it to get my name and stuff out there. And I know you guys support the scene.
We love you guys. We really do love you guys. I mean, there's a lot of good talent in this area. Seriously, I mean,
there is.
I mean, from you, Tommy Gill, Lawrence Green, Matt William, you, Tommy, but Rio, Jonah, the list goes on, right?
Right.
Yep.
What the hell just happened to my brain?
5.
Huh?
5. Just go with it.
God, I hate myself right now. Anyway, the moral of the story is, I'm not very good at this freaking hosting thing. Just in case you were wondering, I'm as good at this as Matt is at comedy.
Let's just show.
Dude, don't put yourself down.
Oh my God! So listen, I mean, like right now, Jonas is out there with Cam in California doing some stuff. You know what I mean? Are you thinking about doing that in the future? I mean, are you working your way toward making a move like that?
Oh, I would love to do that. Like that. I mean, that's my goal is to be like a working comedian, traveling and doing that because I love to travel.
I mean, how
too.
far off do you think that is for you? Having regular paid gig, you know what I mean?
I mean, realistically, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not.
I realize it's a tough question, but that's why I asked it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't really thought about putting a timetable on myself. You know,
well, that's good.
You need some goals, though, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, it's that's I want to, by the year's over with, to have a lot more work and stuff.
How many minutes of solid work do you want to have before you start pushing yourself out there like that? Like, you got 12 that you question, but I mean, how many do you want to feel comfortable with before you start doing that?
To like make a move like that? Oh, probably an hour and a half at least.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, you got to change up your set.
Time,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't need that much time, I guess.
That's like 30 years of work.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I mean, but really, I mean, an hour is a long time, right?
Yeah, but
if you have 2 hours, you have 2 Netflix specials and some time.
Yeah, but I mean, you do that, you got to throw that material away. You can't use that again.
People love that. Tater salad has been going on for 20 years now.
Because rednecks are easy.
Who's that, Ron White?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy hasn't wrote more jokes for him?
Tater salad.
Wrote more jokes
they're still using the tater salad thing, and the tater salad thing I saw back in 2003.
Yeah.
No, that's been going on forever.
Ron White's a good performer, but...
He said Jeff Foxworthy hasn't given him more material by now.
They just gave him another show.
Yeah. It's...
I mean, so that's a good point, though, because there are comics that are great at delivery, and then there's comics that are just naturally talented. Your natural improv comics, if you will, that write their own material or can just run with it as it goes. You know what I mean? Like, do you see yourself being either one of them? I mean, I know you write jokes. I get that. But are you good at the off-the-cuff things?
The crowd work or...
I mean, if there's a situation,
hecklers.
Yeah, I haven't... Knock on wood or something
Just
hollow.
Wait till Matt actually gets some goal.
I haven't really had to deal with like a heckler.
Well, I mean, you have to have an audience for that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, that's.
But no, I mean, seriously though, like to me, that if I were to do comedy, I would hope that the whole set was hecklers. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't write a joke. You know what I mean? I can't deliver a joke, but I can fuck with you.
It's an art. I've always considered it an art. You're taking words, forming them in sentences that people have heard, and you're making a room full of strangers laugh at those thoughts and those words you have put together. Like it's
right.
You can't.
It's a contract. It's a math problem. There's definitely
a formula to it.
Yep.
I mean, all the comics, obviously, you have jokes that you have confidence in, and even though they didn't hit the first time, you know that if you rework it, it's going to work. Right. You know what I mean? Or in the right crowd, it's going to work. Have you ever held on to one too long? Like,
I feel like I have
because you felt so passionately about it.
Yeah, well, so I think the worst thing is a joke that kind of works that you hold on too long and you end up hating it and you start telling it like you hate it.
Have you ever had a joke hit that you didn't like?
I've had jokes hit in spots that I didn't think it would hit, and it threw off my rhythm with it, and I didn't like it. You know,
why are you laughing at that?
Yeah,
like, it Weinsteined him or something.
Yeah. It's like they weren't supposed to laugh there. I mean, I appreciate it, but they weren't supposed to. Is my fly down? What's going on?
Well, given that, so when that does happen, do you feed off of that? And I mean, do you retrain the joke based on that?
Yeah, but I mean, there are also times where it won't hit at that spot. You know, that's where all like crowds are different and stuff with it. But yeah, you feed off of it and you go with it. But you know, too, like that's one of the things talking earlier. Like you don't want to like just feel like you're reading a script,
right? Because
it's people that do that when they get laughter, then they lose their train of thought. They're like, oh, where was I? I wasn't expecting this.
And I think that holds true in any form of entertainment. Like when we first started doing this, you know what I mean? We would do news stories and shit like that. And he would point out to me, or I'd go and listen, and you can tell I'm reading it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very, cadence, very.
You lose people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no one wants to sit through a goddamn seminar. You
right.
know what I mean? While you're doing this shit. So
I'm sitting here with you and I'm bored.
Yeah, that shit. Right, when I bore myself, I know we got fucking problems. So, I mean, you know what I mean? I get it, and I think that applies to a lot of fields out there, you know what I mean? But, like, for you guys, you're one on many. You know what I mean? Like, I talk to the bands, and I talk, you know what I mean? And it's like, God, that's got to be tough, bro.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
I mean, it's immediate either gratification or immediate dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And are they equally as affecting on you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've learned that the better nights not to hold on to them, as long as like, okay, it was a good set, the joke worked the way it did there, let me keep that and stuff. But the nights that don't work, learn from them, but don't dwell on them.
Right,
know?
so like kind of like when you hit a birdie, when you actually, shoot one under.
Yeah.
Let it go because the next one's going to be 3 over.
Well, I birdied 3 out of 4 holes today.
Oh,
at one point,
hell
so,
no.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I went to the college on golf scholarship, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was your seed?
What was my seed?
No, not your mom. I know how you were born. I mean, right, it's just like tennis, right?
Your ranking, right? Did you have a ranking?
No. I mean, I wasn't.
You went on a scholarship and you weren't even ranked?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Oh, it was at an NAIA school. Like, it wasn't even Division 1 or 3.
Was that WU?
It was in Lake Wells, Florida, if you know where that's at. It's at Warner University.
Yeah.
Well, it was Warner Southern College at the time that I went
I
there.
was reading that. I'm like, WU. That is so hard to say.
Yeah,
W?
WU. That's a lot of U's in one fucking sentence.
Yeah.
W.
So you only went for a semester and a half there, right?
Yeah.
And that was on a golf scholarship?
Yeah, but I never played golf while I was there, though.
That's better than like the third string quarterback.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, it was we didn't have any tournaments or anything. I ended up I cheerleaded though while I was in college.
Did you feel it?
I did.
Did you feel
I
it?
did.
It was at
The chat board froze.
I don't know. That was the energy leaving or coming back in?
No, I just want to hold you up in a fucking pyramid right now and make this shit happen.
I was the
Let's
only
go.
guy too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh my God! Did you wear spandex?
No, I wore it actually.
Did you have a beard?
I kept it nice and smooth, and trim there. That was
so.
I wish you looked like ZZ Top throwing these girls up.
No, seriously, you were a cheerleader.
I was.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much I'm proud of you right now for admitting that in front of 4
thing.
people. But seriously, how did that end up happening? How'd you go from fucking golf to cheerleading?
I was in the student union, and they just asked me, and it was a small private school, and the girls there. There weren't that many that were really hot, and the ones that were taken by the baseball players. We didn't have a football team. Did
you have an anal sex class?
No, we didn't.
That's the most important.
We weren't Harvard level.
We weren't that hard up.
We were Ivy League.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously, how long were you a cheerleader for the whole semester and a half that you were there?
Yeah, pretty
much. Are
much.
you serious?
Well, I did it too because cute girl asked me one thing, and second. Golf wasn't going on, but I knew I was still getting the scholarship money. I was like, this is like $18,000 a year for this school. I was like, I can use some more scholarship money. Little did I know that they don't double up that way. And so
it doesn't quite work like that.
Yeah, so I'm cheerleading for no reason. But I mean, it was fun. Like I'm like,
I get that. I mean, but like. That had to be harder to overcome than...
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like, I went to the gas station one time, and the guy working there was like, oh, hey, Ricky, how's it going? I'm like, how do you know who I am? He's like, oh, they were chanting your name at the basketball, because they would chant my name, because I'm the only dude cheerleader
Are
over
you
there.
freaking serious?
Yeah, because we cheered for men's and women's basketball.
Dude, that's pretty badass, though. At least they were chanting your name.
Yeah, they were, well...
Was it like, Ricky, Ricky? Or was it like, Ricky?
It's more the latter.
Right.
It was like like demanding that I do tricks and stuff.
Like you were like you're on David Letterman.
Were you limber?
Yeah.
Could you do a somersault to a backflip?
I could do a backflip or a back tuck at one point, like without a spotter.
Without
at one
duct tape?
point. I used to be kind of fit back in my day.
Back in
But
college.
There was one time the guy who was dating one of the cheerleaders, he had already graduated, but he cheered there before. He was helping me, do the back tucks in the front yard, was training and stuff. And then I was like, all right, let me try one more by myself. He's like, you're too tired, man. Don't do it. I'm like, I'm doing this. And I did it, and I landed on my face. And literally, I had grass, just cut my face up. Like, I got my ass kicked by grass. And that's just, I had scars all on me. I shouldn't have done it.
Dude, it sounds like a blast. Jasmine says, Ricky, do a trick. No,
I could do a round off
That's a quarter turn. It's,
Is that where your feet just kind of go to the side and
kind of?
Yeah, it's like not a full cartwheel, but not a backflip. It's like a cartwheel to the start of a backflip.
It's a fancy cartwheel.
Yeah.
Did you get to hold? Did you get?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing they teach you. Stunt wise, you throw
to
the
hold
girl
the pelvic
up.
Bone?
Yeah, well they the chair is the first one they teach you. It's the easiest one. When you throw them up by the hip, they put one foot up. You grab them by the left heel, and then your other hand goes right on the ass. And they tell you to make sure that your middle finger goes up and down the crack.
That's
awesome.
The
I learned that in rape class.
Yeah,
I know. Exactly.
At Weinstein School of Hollywood.
There was I think the third course at Harvard that they teach with the
touching of the minors.
Yeah, that's when the finger game comes
Proper
in.
finger placement.
It's
right. You got to have the right finger to crack ratio.
Okay.
Ratio.
So how is that?
Ivy
go to
League.
college.
We're getting famous.
How is that actually explained? Was it explained your middle finger goes the crack? Like what?
Yeah.
What was the verbiage?
That's basically it.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
your middle
awesome.
finger goes down the crack. Yeah.
Are you serious? So it was like South Park teaching you how to put a condom on.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's why you had the full college experience.
Yeah, I got my time.
I penetrated.
Yeah,
He was only there until the season was over, and then he left.
It's true.
So, did you ever get to a point where you weren't having weird thoughts when you were doing that?
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to do a round off when you get a boner.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're like the material I'm wearing. I better focus. I don't want to
show off.
Yeah, if I get too deep into character right now.
Here, backflip off of this springboard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John Poet. Next week is Echo the Maestro. Our first rapper will be in the studio next week, and I did listen to him many times.
Yeah.
And made other people listen to him many times and got nothing but good feedback on him. So I can't wait. Thank you for interrupting, John Poet. Appreciate that. Fuck off. So no, just kidding.
Gotta love promoters.
You can't wait for next week.
I want to apologize too for not getting a haircut. Like I wanted a haircut before I came here today.
I'm not sure if you've noticed, bro.
Yeah.
But we're good.
No.
Chia Stan is in.
Well, I tried.
You did?
Yeah, I called this
that's all we
morning.
can ask for.
Yeah, before I played golf, I called this morning.
Before tea time, I tried to get some.
I had the colored shirt, but they weren't going to let me on the course with his hair.
Well, I wanted to look good for you guys.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I like your look right now, bro.
Thanks, man.
Seriously, I like that. I just crawled out of a tent look.
I had to rush over here. Right? I did. But I called him up this morning. It's the only place that was open at 9 o'clock. And it's a place I usually get my haircut.
Fantastic Sam's.
Yeah, Fantastic Sam's. Yeah, exactly.
Place is beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
I can tell you get.
Is there still a Fantastic Sam's around?
Yeah, it's Spring Hill,
Thanks,
man.
dude.
Follow me home. I'll show you.
Okay, yeah, we just have the fancy ones. Like, what are they now? Not even Supercuts.
It's actually some guy's Sam's house. It just says Fantastic on the door.
I'm super.
But I called him up, and I decided not to get a haircut because the guy that answered the phone, I knew it. Once I heard him. This is the guy that cut my hair last time.
Oh,
he was straight, and you didn't want to talk to him.
Gay black man, very distinct voice.
Oh, you didn't want to go back because you went.
Yeah. Well, no. It was just the incident that happened last time I was there when he cut my hair. And it has nothing to do with him being gay or black. I wish that was the reason I hated him.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it was.
So you wish you hated him because he was black? Welcome to the open mic live.
I didn't want to go back because last time he cut my hair, the whole time he just pressed himself on me.
Oh, his boys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just on me the whole time.
Did he charge you extra?
No. I was going to draw the line there. But
so what was more uncomfortable, that or how you felt so good about it?
No, I didn't feel good until what happened next.
What happened next?
What happened next is he pulls himself off of me, gives me some relief. I'm like, okay. And then he bends down and goes right by my ear and just goes,
shut the hell up.
Blows the hair off of my ear.
Come on.
That
I kid
guy
you not.
is thorough.
Exactly.
That guy is struck.
My face did not change expression because every emotion I had was having a conference meeting in my mind. How do we react right now?
He's I've never killed anyone before, but
yeah, it's I'm not
that would be
homophobic,
weird,
but
dude.
I'm thinking about it right now.
That would be weird.
It was really unpleasant. That's why when he answered the phone this morning when I called, I was like, I'm just not going to look presentable.
Did you just hang up? Did you like a prank call? You just hung up?
I said, are y'all busy? And he goes, oh, well, we're a little busy, but you still have time to come in and get yourself serviced. I said, no, I don't. I don't at all. I don't.
Are you big guy?
He said serviced. I'm like, he must know that I know that he knows that I know it's him, that he knows what's going on. Like,
he figured you out.
It's like the gay version of sports clips. You get a free press every time you come in.
It's like there's a Craigslist ad on the front of Fantastic
He
Sounds.
heard you were a male cheerleader. He was just going for the gold.
But dude, I'm with you though, because I've had people that aren't good at cutting my hair. Like I like to go to the same person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over and over because it's difficult. You know what I mean? Like it's Jerry curl if I don't get it cut.
I can see it.
Very well. Thanks.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Because I'm a soul standing part. So anyway, but yeah, I'm with you because I've literally walked into a place and the only person in there was the person that fucked my hair up.
Yeah.
And I walked back
right
out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were lucky enough to do it on the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's been there before. I mean, I went there and he's been there.
And you walked out?
No, there was somebody else was helping me. Like a lady came over there and asked me for my name, took my name down because I didn't see him, and then lo and behold, who comes out of the back room, and I'm like, no!
Oh my god!
I don't know why, but I envision Hollywood from Mannequin. Do you remember that? The guy in the background that was helping him. You don't know who I'm talking about. That's
I know the movie Mannequin, but
he wore the Pizza
I try not
Hut,
to remember.
He wore the Pizza Hut sunglasses. Remember?
So,
the moon guy.
Mac tonight.
Jesus Christ, I hate you. So, you know what? We're going to haircuts. Fuck it. We went that way, right? I hate the stupid freaking that they try to talk to you.
Yeah.
Don't have stupid conversation with me. If you want to pick on the people next to me, then let's do that.
Yeah.
But don't ask me how I feel about the sun being out because it's fucking hot. I don't like it.
You don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. And if
I hate small talk, so yeah, don't talk to me.
I don't mind small talk, but at least be interesting with it.
I love my
You know what I
Uber
mean?
driver that never said a word to me. That
Yeah.
guy's my best friend. I give him 5 stars and a tip.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Don't talk to me again.
Have you ever thought about driving an Uber?
No, my car's not new enough. It's paid for, but it's not new enough.
My car's new enough. It's just not well kept. So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mine's
Yeah.
both.
But
But like cigarette butts in the
that
back.
sounds like the perfect advertisement for Uber. Do you like the faint smell of old Burger King bags?
That might
Yes,
be.
I do.
Yeah,
I thought it was a dead rat. It might be what's in the back of my truck. Are we done, Mike?
We can be.
No, I'm not done with him. So anyway, listen. Where do you do most of your open mics and what nights?
Mondays, Dunedin Brewery, usually. Sometimes Tommy Gill and I will go out to Orlando.
So at least there's one good comic.
Oh, so you go in there under John Jay? Doesn't he run Monday nights?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Brad Gilmore.
Okay.
Out there.
That's good.
Yeah, Tuesdays, you sometimes coconuts, Iberian if they're running out.
How do you like that, coconuts?
I mean, it's all right. I mean, you got to pay $5 to do an open mic there, but I mean, it's a
Wait a
comedy
minute.
club.
Side Splitters charges too, right?
They charge $10, but you get a free drink ticket. But it's a comedy
So that's
club.
like-
you
that's like
expect
$12.
So you get your money back.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
From
I
Sid's
mean,
Lounge. Thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, Side Splitters earns the right to charge because I mean they have a huge draw for open mic.
It's 50-50, Bill. Some people like it. Some people hate it. JB Ball was one that really he liked it. He liked the idea of it.
Yeah.
He had no problem with it.
Yeah, well, they offer too. If you saw the 7:00 Sunday show beforehand, you get to see the open mic for free, and they pass out free pizza too. I mean, that's
so great. So you're paying for dinner.
Yeah.
First of all, if you're charging to see an open mic, you're doing pretty good because.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, open mic should be free, dude. Let's be honest. That should be on the venue.
Look, just because our show is free doesn't mean all open mics should be free.
Yeah, that is true. They're way better than this fucking shit.
Way better.
So you will be doing our show December 6th at Burger Culture, the new one down in South Tampa.
Okay.
And I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
It'll be the first show.
It'll be the first one.
We have 5 shows in December. We have 4 comedian shows Tuesday nights
and open mic live
Wednesday night.
We'll talk about that later. So for now, we're going to talk about his show, if you don't mind. Jesus Christ. So you will be on the list with Rio Paris, Todd Stemmel, Natasha Semreni, Tommy Gill, Jorge Gonzalez, Clark Brooks, Katie McCoy, Lawrence Green, and Mr. Ricky Hicken. Now, thank you for saving the lineup. I
You're
mean,
welcome.
it was pretty fucking terrible before you agreed to do it, dude, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks, man.
And I think Aniria might be actually joining us on that one.
Okay.
As a surprise guest. She's not getting paid either. She's a girl.
And
I
it's
don't
not a
pay girls.
surprise if you
Wait a minute.
just said it.
I'm not getting paid?
Sure.
No, we'll get you a pizza and a beer. It's fine. It's just like Sid's.
Dude, the burger of your choice.
Deal.
Bacon.
Bacon. I can add bacon to it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you got to pay extra, but you can add it.
Dude, we sincerely appreciate you coming here,
Yeah.
man. And you're going to be huge, bro. I'm telling you. And not just because you have a good appetite. You are going to be fucking huge. Everyone loves you.
Thanks, man.
Absorb that, okay? Seriously, you absorb it. You're not being arrogant. You're just good. Accept it. Move on. Fucking be funny. Teach Matt Williams how to be funny. And everything will be better.
He's
We
not
love
a
you, brother.
magician. He's a comedian.
And as soon as this show is over and the cameras are off, I'm running my fingers through his beard.
I'll do it. It's soft.
I'm not waiting.
Dude, he welcomed me to do it.
That means I have it recorded.
No means yes.
That's legal.
But
right?
yes means yes.
Just yes.
It's softer than it looks.
Thank you, brother. Tell everyone who you are again.
I'm Ricky Hicken.
Who gives a shit?
I didn't ask.
Michael, thank you for letting me be a part of your show.
Thank you for letting me be a part of your show.
And we love you all.
Bye-bye. See us next week, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Also, check out all of our friends and family, Side Splitters Comedy Club, 960-1197. Get your tickets so you can go in and get some nachos made by Ricky.
Why is that funny?
Because they're made with vagina yeast.
just the chip part. We'll be back next week.
Vaginal marginal.
Stay tuned, 10 o'clock on IRN Broadcast, Nitwit TV, and tomorrow night at 9, Spicoli TV with Smitty. We'll be back next week.